When I do the Reserve Academy at the police department a couple of years ago, I gave a speech explaining that law enforcement isn't just about enforcing the laws. It's about getting the cat out of the tree. It's about going to the traffic accident, having to notify a victim. That's not what we signed up for. We signed up to chase bad guys, drive fast, and do all that good stuff. But it's nice when an officer can get recognized because not only does he do all those things and leads the department in statistical data, but he takes care of those small things that make a big difference in everybody. The process that we go through for this is I ask for nominations, and the cops in the room can tell you we're notoriously lazy at recognizing each other. So getting people to try and write those recommendations can be a hassle. But this year I have to say that over half the department came in and said, Chris Kostad is your Officer of the Year, which says a lot for Chris. He's a California transplant. Those seem to do well up here. He started in Shelton in 2006 and has had several assignments within the department. He isn't even a detective, but when we had the incident at Bob's Tavern the other night, because he's our rock at the department, Captain Fiola called him out to help with the investigation over there. Last year, Chris was promoted to the corporal position, which is a first-line supervisor. Immediately went to work training new officers and improving our work environment, as well as his own skills. He finished his bachelor's degree in 2017 on his own. Attended several leadership classes to improve himself. He not only had a significant part in training of all of our officers in the last 2 years, and for those of you who don't know, in the last 18 months to 2 years, we've hired 7 officers, which is pretty significant for a small department, and most of that training landed on Chris's shoulders. He's also worked hard to be involved with the community, and he's done a great job in that. I don't know if you've seen some of the things that have come out in the paper a while back, but we went through a little rough time around here. But Chris, through all of that time, there was an elderly lady up at Christmas Village, right? Lost a little totem pole out of her front yard. Somebody stole her totem pole. We could go over and take a theft report, be done with that, and move on to the next. Instead, Chris started beating the streets around here trying to figure out where this totem pole went to, got an anonymous tip and was able to get it from a local business that had it pawned in there. She was so happy, she still contacts Chris. I think she made him cupcakes and desserts and everything else. But it's those little things like that that can make a huge difference when we realize that that may be the only time that person ever calls law enforcement. And if they have a good impression out of that, it's because of people like Chris. He's become a role model for the younger officers and has shown them all that arresting the bad guys and chasing criminals is all what we wanted to do, but there's a lot more to police work. He truly makes the folks in the community feel like he will take the time to listen, go the extra mile, and he not only received several commendations from inside the department, but he's received letters of appreciation from local businesses and local residents for taking the extra step and spending the time. Our Officer of the Year is Corporal Chris Kostad.